How many government shutdowns have there been? As of October 1, 2025, there have been 21 government shutdowns in U.S. history since 1976, when the modern budget process began. Sources vary slightly on the exact number, mainly due to differing interpretations of what constitutes a full shutdown versus a brief funding gap. Shutdowns by presidential administration. Since the budget process was formalized, most shutdowns have been brief funding lapses. More impactful shutdowns have occurred in more recent decades. Gerald Ford, 1976 one shutdown. 1976, vetoed a funding bill for the Departments of Labor and Health, Education, and Welfare, leading to a 10-day funding gap. Jimmy Carter, 1977 to 1986 funding gaps. 1977, three separate funding gaps resulted from disputes over Medicaid funding for abortions. 1978, disagreements over public works projects, defense spending, and Medicaid abortion funding led to a 17-day gap. 1979, a dispute over congressional pay raises and abortion funding caused an 11-day gap. 1980, a brief, one-day shutdown of the Federal Trade Commission was the first time shutdown procedures were enforced due to a new legal interpretation. Ronald Reagan, 1981 to 1987 8 shutdowns. 1981, vetoed a continuing resolution, resulting in a 2-day shutdown. 1982, 2 shutdowns, one lasting 1 day and another lasting 3 days, stemmed from conflicts over spending and policy. 1983, a 3-day shutdown occurred amid disagreements on education, defense, and foreign aid spending. 1984, 2 short shutdowns, including one lasting just a few hours. 1986, a 1-day shutdown occurred during a dispute over a welfare package. 1987, a 1-day shutdown resulted from disagreements over aid to the Nicaraguan Contras. George H. W. Bush, 1991 shutdown. 1990, vetoed a spending bill, causing a 3-day shutdown. Bill Clinton, 1995 to 1996 2 shutdowns. 1995, a 5-day shutdown followed a dispute with the Republican-controlled Congress over spending. 1995 to 1996, a 21-day shutdown, which was the longest at the time, occurred during budget disagreements with Republican House Speaker Newt Gingrich. George W. Bush, 0 shutdowns. Barack Obama, 2013 1 shutdown. 2013, a 16-day shutdown was caused by a partisan standoff regarding funding for the Affordable Care Act, ACA. Donald Trump, 2018 to 2019 3 shutdowns. 2018, 2 short shutdowns occurred in January, 2 days, and February, 1 day, over budget disputes. 2018 to 2019, the longest shutdown in U.S. history lasted 35 days and centered on funding for EU.ESTA, Mexico border wall. Joe Biden, 2024 2 funding gaps. 2024, 2 brief funding gaps occurred in March and December. Neither resulted in a formal shutdown with furloughs. Donald Trump, 2025 1 shutdown. 2025, an ongoing shutdown began on October 1 after Congress failed to pass a spending bill for the 2026 fiscal year.